I'm saying by running saved my life, you're going to need a little bit of a backstory. So let's take a look at where I came from, so that way you can better understand where I am today and how running really did save my life. Jump back in here and explain some of the story. I hope you're enjoying my beautiful, beautiful drawings up until this point. They took a lot to create, and I hope you really like them. We've gotten to race day. Now it's been exactly, I'd say a year, maybe if I'm off a month, a year and a month since I said, hey, I'm going to run a marathon. And everybody said, yeah, right. You couldn't even run down a driveway. You can't, run a marathon. Are you out of your mind? That takes years of training. You don't know what you're getting into. All that crap. You know what? It still didn't bother me. But we're there. We're showing up for race day. I got a decent amount of sleep the night before. I was so excited. It was like sleeping for Christmas, to be honest with you. It was crazy. So I get dropped off. It's about 6 in the morning. It was already warm. Don't know how warm, around 70 degrees, something like that. And we had been getting warnings all week via email of the race preparers or race officials, whatever it was, telling us, prepare for the heat, make sure, you're ready. When I run, especially long distances, I run with a water pack on, so I wasn't really concerned with the hydration. I had electrolytes with me, I had my, Cliff shots with me and all that kind of stuff, even though they had them on the course. I brought extra, so that way I knew if I started fading in between stops, or in between the water stations, I'd be all right. But just like they said, it did get hot. For our first marathon, I was hoping a nice cool day to stay on my pace, stay the way I trained, and just kind of finish it, run maybe 9.5, 10 minutes a mile, nothing crazy, and get it done. Well, it ended up getting up to 86.6 degrees. They even made shirts to commemorate the hot marathon that hit Buffalo that year, or this year. And it was hot. It was really, really hot. I can't even explain to you. Running in hot weather is one of my favorite things to do, but running 26 miles in hot weather was not entirely enjoyable. I had fun. I finished. I did it. I made it through it, and it was amazing. I almost cried crossing the finish line. That's how much it meant to me. And some people that know me might be like, that's nothing. Jason cries all the time because I'm a big wuss. But it meant a lot to me to know that I did it. I took everybody's negativity and everything they said, that I couldn't do it, you'll never do it, all that, and I was able to turn it around, use it for motivation, use the fact that I quit smoking 1 year prior, and just prove everybody that you can do anything you put your mind to, meant the world to me. Was I sore at the end? Yes, but it was worth it. It was more than worth it. The greatest thing I had done in years. But if I hadn't quit smoking, that wouldn't have happened. And that's kind of what this is about, and that's kind of, if you kind of see the way it's been going so far. the way running saved my life really is through quitting smoking. When I quit smoking, I had to battle every day. Every day I got in my car, I wanted to light up a cigarette. Every day I got to work and went on break, I wanted a cigarette. Every time I turned around, I wanted a cigarette. That was the reason I kind of quit drinking, because when you drink, you want a cigarette. And I didn't want to put myself in that situation to make a bad decision and go, you know, when you're drunk, you don't think right and you're going to smoke. So that helped with that aspect. But the running is what really, really made me quit smoking. I knew if I went and I started smoking again, there was no way I was going to prove everybody wrong and prove myself wrong and prove to the world that I could do this and that I could run this marathon and that I could become a runner. Smoking wasn't going to allow that to happen. I knew that. And that every day is what gave me that fight and gave me that motivation to not smoke. When I got to work and I was like, oh, I really want a cigarette. I looked at the cigarette and then, you know, well, if I smoke, there's no way I'm going to get my miles in today. There's no way I'm going to be able to run when I get home because I'm not going to be able to breathe. My lungs are going to be packed full of that crap. You know, just all that tar and that feeling, waking up, coughing to death. It's just, I didn't want that. And that's how it saved my life. So not only was the quitting smoking, but obviously with running, you know, I had all that extra energy and that cardiovascular workout of just my heart pumping, the weight loss, you know, and all that stuff. It doesn't look like I lost much weight now because I haven't been running that much lately, to be honest with you. I'm getting back in the groove because I'm going to run the marathon again next year. I'm going to run it, so if you guys want to run it, come on and run it with me. We're going to run in 2017. I have a guy I work with is going to run with me, and it's going to be fun. So we're going to get back to the rest of the story via my beautiful drawings, but I figured I'd jump in and clarify some of the stuff that's up to this point and give you an idea of what's coming next. Well, that was a lot shorter than I thought it was. Yeah, could have swore it was it felt a lot longer while I was doing the whole stop motion thing. It felt like it took forever. But I hope you enjoyed that 10 seconds of pictures. But seriously, I mean, obviously this whole thing's about how running saved my life, and running really did truly save my life. And for me it was running. For you it may be something different. It could have been your family, a loved one, mother, father, sister, daughter, son, wife, husband, whatever your reason for quitting smoking, you know, it could be anything. And that's really why I made this video, just to show that, you know, this is my story, this is how I quit, this is what I used, and this is how I feel afterwards. I really do feel like that one thing, running, really did save my life. Because of it, I'm gonna live longer. I'm gonna see, you know, my kids, my soon-to-be wife, you know, live a long, happy life, and I'm not gonna have that risk of smoking to bring me down. And I wanted to make this video just, you know, as proof and to maybe help somebody else out there do the same thing. Now, you don't have to, like I said, choose running to help you quit. You don't have to use that as your motivation, as your strength. It can be anything in the world. Find something you love, find something that interests you, find something you care about, hold on to it and use that as your strength to get through those cravings, to get through the pain of quitting, and you'll get to the point where I'm at, where I don't even think about it. I can walk out and I can stand next to somebody having a cigarette, and the last thing I think about is grabbing one and lighting it up. When I'm angry and I'm stressed out, I don't think about it. If I have a couple beers with some buddies, I don't think about it. It's a second, just it's not there anymore. And whether this helps one person or 1,000 people, as long as this video helps one person somewhere out there in the world of the internet, I'll be happy, and I'll consider this video a success, because one person not smoking is enough. And you know, for those of you that are doubting it, for those of you that think, oh no, I can never quit, I've tried it before. I've tried several times myself before I finally got it right. But as living proof, my father is in his 60s. He smoked for close to 50 years, and he quit a couple years ago. His motivation was my mom. He promised my mom he would quit smoking, and he did. And he didn't do it by cold turkey. He didn't do it by running, for God's sakes. Didn't do it by any of that. He did it by simply getting an e-cig, starting at the highest nicotine, and just stepping himself down. Same thing with using a patch or something of that nature. He worked himself down to 0, and he stayed at 0 for a while just because he enjoyed vaping. And finally, Mother's Day one year, said, that's it. Threw everything in the garbage, and that was my mother's Mother's Day present. No longer is he a smoker. And if a man that smoked for 50 years can do it, you can too. And for those of you that are watching this that don't smoke, you know, younger people, some of that, don't pick them up. Don't do it. Your friends may do it, you may think it's cool, whatever. You don't need to, you know. And as a person who lived through it, I did it because, oh, I wanted to fit in because all my friends did it. I was 15 and I said, yeah, I'll smoke, yeah, I'll drink, yeah, I'll go to parties, I'll do all that. You know, there was no need for smoking. You know, there was no need to put that poison in my body. There was no need for it. And it turned into a 15-year addiction to cigarettes for nothing, you know. But maybe it was for me to someday make this video and to someday help somebody out there in the interweb world. So that's my video, that's my story, and hopefully this helps somebody out there. Thanks for watching. I know this is a little bit different than the videos I normally post. You know, I'm normally something about building something, but I plan on putting a lot more videos out of this nature, or at least different from what I'm usually putting up. So hopefully you enjoy the video, hopefully this helps you, hopefully this gives you some motivation to get out there and quit. If you've quit and you got a good story, put it down in the comments. I'd love to see it. You know, if you're gonna quit, you want to talk about quitting, anything, like, put it down there. I'm always looking at these, so I'll see it. I'll write you back. But that being said, if you like the video, please like, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.